So I grew up in Massachusetts and not a member, obviously I'm a convert. And for whatever reason, I always had a draw to religion. And I'm not sure why that was. Nobody in my family had any religious inclination. And then I joined the military for a whole host of reasons, mostly to get away from home. And so I joined the military. While I was there, I was introduced to the gospel, and I had missionaries come and teach, and it really didn't take. And I actually met some friends who had some anti-literature stuff, and I just bought into it. I got wrapped into it, hook, line, and sinker kind of thing. And because I was rebellious and young and stupid, and I made a habit of finding people who were members of the church and just kind of bashing with them. Yeah, just really tough. And eventually I met a guy, he was from Modesto, California, and I wish I knew his name, but I don't. And I said, hey, I heard you're a member of the church. And he said, yeah. And I said, well, I can't believe you believe X, Y, Z, whatever I said. And he's like, well, I don't believe that. And I was like, no, I know you do. I've read all these books and watched these movies, and like, I know what you guys believe, and you must believe this. And he said, what are you doing for lunch? And I said, I don't know, probably whatever. And he says, let's go get a burger. And he goes, I don't know you, and it'd just be good to get to know you a little bit better. And I said, okay. And so we went and grabbed a burger. And so as he and I were eating lunch, and he said, well, what's your story? How did you become a Marine? And I told the story. My uncle joined the Marine Corps, my sister joined the Marine Corps, friends of mine joined the Marine Corps. And he said, did you meet with the recruiters? And I said, oh yeah, I met with them, watched all the videos, all the movies. And he's like, and it convinced you to join the Marines? I said, yeah. And he says, let me ask you a question. He said, did you ever meet anybody that got kicked out of the Marine Corps because they just couldn't handle it? I said, well, yeah, I think we all know those guys. And he says, you ever talk to them about joining the Marine Corps? I said, no. Why would you do that? And he said, I don't know. But if you want to know about the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, meet with our recruiters and stop talking to the people who got kicked out because they couldn't handle it. I was like, oh. Yeah. Well, I was baptized like 3 weeks later. So like, after like a year and a half of just bashing and fighting and being rebellious. And advice I would give to someone who's caught up, wrapped up, maybe something's resonated with them. And when I was watching those videos and I was reading those books, my spirit was, how do I prove them wrong? How do I get at them? How do I help them understand that they're just wrong? Everything is about being wrong. When I read the scriptures, when I listen to General Conference, when I listen to the prophets speak, it's more of how do I love that person? How do I wrap my arms around them? How do I help them understand the potential that they have? To me, that's the difference, right? Am I engaging in this to prove someone wrong? Or am I engaged in this work to help people feel like they're loved?